Well, was fairly late this morning now, but we need to get back on track after a disappointing last Friday night, and I think the game itself wasn't a great spectacle, but we got the result, and that's all that mattered.
And looking forward to Limerick tomorrow night.
Obviously, it's going to be a tough game again. Obviously, if you look at the results, the two that stand out are the heavy defeats at Dundalk and Derry, but like we've seen the home games, even they won away in Sligo, like they're going to be competitive, and especially early on, it's going to be very tight, and it's going to be a tough battle.
Yeah, defensively, preparing for a side like Limerick. John has talked about how he expects them to break. What are your own expectations of them?
We know it's not going to be an easy game. Like they're going to put it up to us, and like first and foremost, you're going to have to win your battles before you get the ball down and play. But we know that we're preparing for them to sit in, maybe we have a wee bit more of the ball, and them to hit us in the counter attack. So we've been kind of working on that there this morning. And obviously, there's a lot of good players in Limerick as well. They've been a lot of them been around the league a long time, and it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch.
Yeah, you've been working on a lot of different things, I suppose, the last week or so, as we saw Monday night.
Well, that's like you're playing. What's that now? Going to after Bozen Monday. It's going to be 4 games in 10 days. So, like you don't have much time to prepare in the training ground. But I suppose that's what the pre-season's all about, and getting you prepared for this kind of situations. And I think it's going to be hard work again, but we're going to be well up for it.
You were back in the side on Monday night. Was it frustrating to be left out against Dundalk at the start?
Well, obviously, if you ask any player, they're going to be disappointed not to play. Like I signed here to play, and I think I'm good enough to play. But there's more than me to worry about. It's John's decision. He picked the team that he thought was best to play Dundalk, and obviously you just have to get on with it. I wasn't expecting to come on that early, but like I said, everyone has to prepare as if that's a possibility, so get prepared no different. And obviously I was disappointed not to play, but it's just more disappointing that we didn't get the result.
How are you settling in?
I settling in grand. Like I've been there now since early January, so there's no problem. It's a great club. All the boys in the change room are great. Like there's no boys here that's smelling themselves off the back of last year. Like they're all prepared to work hard, and they know now that it's not going to be easy to retain. Never mind, like it was hard to win it, but it's going to be even harder to retain, and that's what we're working towards.
And Aaron, the fact that Aaron came as well, that helped a little bit, did it?
I did, surely. Like I'm living along with him, Sads and Toby, like so it's a great house to live in as well. And I've known Aaron now. I think he's been there for 4 years with me, so I've obviously known him a long time, and it helps to settle in when you know a few players as well.
Is it an easy or a hard decision to come here?
Kind of a bit of both, I suppose. Like I was at Derry a long time, so there's a hard decision to kind of say your time's up there, but I think in a sense it wasn't an easy decision, like because off the back I won the double last year, and obviously being the Champions League qualifiers this year, like it's in terms of moving on to the next stage, it's a no-brainer really.
And were you happy or sad that the Derry game has been put back until June, the one that was supposed to be Norway?
Well, I suppose like that just shows the things they're doing up there. Like they have a lot of young players and a lot of good young players that's been picked for international squads and stuff like that there. But again, I would say after 4 games in 10 days, you don't really mind a break at the same time.
And obviously you're playing in the number 10 role just off Graham most of the time. Like John said, he expects Limerick to kind of sit tight and catch City on the break tomorrow night. How does that affect your own role? Obviously, I suppose you like space to be able to pick out passes and play nice flowing football, but when you have a team kind of compacted to try and stop you, how difficult does it make it?
Obviously makes it difficult. Like there's, as you say, like they might have a lot of men behind the ball at stages, and there's going to be times where there's going to be 3-4 men around me, and like I might not get a chance to get on it and stuff like that there. But you just got to keep working hard, and we have to mix up our game as well. Like Graham's a big lad, like we can play long balls and play off him, or we have a lot of good players that we can play through as well. So obviously the situation of the game dictates what we're going to do, and we've kind of worked on all eventualities.
And you scored against Dundalk in the President's Cup, and then Pats the following week, and late runs into the box. Have you a target, a figure in mind as to how many goals you'd like to get?
No, well, obviously I got 10 last year for Derry, and there's more games this year, so obviously I want to be pushing that again. But as I said, there's a lot of good players around here, so like you might not, like there's nobody here going to play every week, so it just depends. And like there's no real personal target as such, but just like to score as many goals as I can and help the team.
Apparently, just Monday night, like 4,500 on a Monday night for like, it was a phenomenal crowd. You know, how have you found like the match night experience in Turner's Cross from like a Cork City?
I suppose, I don't know what you say, unlucky or lucky enough. Like we played down here last year when Cork won the league, like, so you could see for the passion that there night. They, I think, was it 12 years or something before since they won the league before that there. So you could just see the passion in the crowd and how much they wanted to win that night. And I suppose it's the same again this year. It's 4,500 on Monday night. It's kind of unheard of in this league, but just shows the following in the city for the club.
And even like there'll probably a big crowd going to Limerick tomorrow night as well. You know, it probably makes a difference, like being like a travelling player, seeing such a large support. Like
That's it. Like, obviously, like, I think there's 50 odd in Sligo on a Monday night as well. Like, so it just shows that the people in the city, like, they follow the club everywhere, and like it does help. You know, like if you're like say out of energy or whatever, and you just look over in the crowd and they're egging you on, like it is easier to kind of keep going and fighting for. I suppose that they're paying their good money to come and support you, so you have to fight for them as well.